Here we are, ready to start lesson 6-2. So module 6, lesson 2 of our more practice and homework book. It is P51. So let's share the screen and have a go at this work. We start off, it says an obstacle course. Oh, we've had lots of obstacle courses, haven't we, in these situations? An obstacle course includes hurdles to jump over. For younger children, the hurdles have a height of 1/2 yard. For older children, the hurdles are 1/6 yard higher. What is the height of the hurdles for the older children? So again, it's not saying that the hurdles are 1/6 of a yard for the older children. It's 1/6 of a yard more than it is for the younger children at 1/2 yard. So we're going to draw our model. If this is representing 1 whole yard, here, we have 1/2 for the younger children. So that's easy to show, 1/2 for the younger children. And then we just have 1/6 higher for the older children. So here is our model. What we have to think about is how can 2 and 6 work together? Is 2 a multiple of 6? That answer should be no. Is 6 a multiple of 2? That answer should be yes. So that means we can split this 1/2 into 6. How many 6 would it be? Well, if I have 1/2 and I wanted to equal 6, as we've talked about in class, think about your multiples. 2, 4, 6. 2 times 3 is 6. So then we would have 1 times 3 is 3. That tells us that we should have 3/6 for the younger children, and then that 1/6 for the older children. So there is our model. We could do 1/2 plus 1/6 is the same as 3/6 plus 1/6, and that would equal 4/6 of a yard for our final answer. Ooh, I went kind of fast there. If you didn't catch up with me, take a moment, pause the video, make sure you have all of those steps. It doesn't look like yard while you're doing that. I'm going to rewrite that. All right, so then in the next section, we can use visual models. I think we've gotten really good at finding these common denominators. So when I look at 3 and 12, is 3 a multiple of 12? No. Is 12 a multiple of 3? That answer is yes. So I'm going to leave my 12ths and I'm going to think 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm going to list out those multiples. That tells me when I adjust that denominator of 3 to 12, I did times 4. So now I'm going to do 2 times 4 equals 8. And when we add, we'll get 9/12. Looking at these denominators, 5 and 10, 10 is a multiple of 5. So that means I'm going to leave those tenths the way they are. What I'm going to adjust are my fifths. So 5, 10. 5 times 2 is 10. So 1 times 2 is 2. And then we can add our fractions to get 5/10. So far, so good, I hope. Here we have 6 and thirds. 6 is a multiple of 3. So I'm going to leave it at 5/6. When I change those thirds to 6, 3 times what is 6? 3 times 2 is 6, so 1 times 2 is 2. Here we now have 7/6. And we had some of these in class. Remember that just means 7 divided by 6. So I could set it up as a division problem if that helps me. 6 goes into 7 one time. When I subtract, I have 1 left over, and we talked about that fish hook from previous years. So that would be the same as 1 and 1/6. And then we have 5/8 plus 1/2. 8 is a multiple of 2, so I'm going to leave this as 5/8. I'm going to make that 1/2 into 8s. How does that happen? 2 times 4 is 8. 1 times 4 is 4. That gives us 9/8. We know 8/8 is 1 whole, and then there's 1/8 left over. All right. The math on the spot video is on our Clever site with our Into Math, so I will make sure to add that video and you can try that and then come back and see what's going on here. And then we're going to go to number 7. Shane combines 1/2 liter of apple juice with 3/10 of a liter of grape juice to make fruit punch. How much fruit punch is he making? So if we're talking about 1 liter, if I have 1/2 of the liter, that's the apple juice, and then 3/10, how much would 3/10 be? Let's see if I have 1/2 plus 3/10. I'm going to go about, I'm going to say about right there, I think. So there's my tenths. And that's my whole liter. So I have a model. I'm going to now evaluate. 10 is a multiple of 2. So I'm going to leave those tenths the way they are. I'm going to adjust my 1/2. 2 times 5 is 10. 1 times 5 is 5. So we should get 8/10. That's how much fruit punch Shane made, 8/10 of a liter. All right, so you could have used your fraction strips to help you draw that model. Might make it a little bit easier. Let's see how you do on this test prep. You might want to pause the video and try this and come back and check your answers. Again, training for an obstacle course. To train, Marcus swims 1/2 of a mile each day. Now he swims 3/8 of a mile farther each day. How far does he swim now each day? So we have this whole mile, 1 mile. He is swimming, first to start off, he swam 1/2 and then 3/8. So we're going to make it look like that for our model. There we have it. Now, 8 is a multiple of 2, so that tells me that I'm going to rename this 1/2. If I want it to be 8s, and it went from 1/2 to 8s, 2 times 4 is 8, 1 times 4 is 4. That means I'm going to have 4/8 here. And so now I can add that 4/8 with the 3/8 that he goes further each day. 4 plus 3 equals 7/8 of the mile. So that was, we converted our 1/2 to 4/8. We added 3/8 and we got 7/8 of that mile. All right. 1/2 plus 1/5. We don't have any, 2 is not a multiple of 5. 5 is not a multiple of 2. So I need to list out some multiples. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20. I already see that we'll have a common denominator of 10. I can already get rid of A and C. 1/2, if I change that to tenths, 2 times 5 is 10, 1 times 5 is 5. And if I change 1/5 to tenths, 5 times 2 is 10, 1 times 2 is 2. So hopefully we have an answer B of 7/10. And then 5, 6 plus 3/4. Again, 6 and 4, neither of them are multiples of the other. So I'm going to do 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 4, 8, 12. Oh, I'm going to stop right there because I see the 12 that matches. So that tells me B and C are out. 5, 6, if I'm converting that to 12ths, 6 times 2 is 12. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 3 is 9. We get 19/12, and they left it as that improper fraction. That was your test prep. So if you were able to do that, you should be ready for that part of the test coming up. We only have a few lessons in this module, so coming up quickly. And spiral review. Misha bakes 865 muffins. She packages 12 muffins in a box. how many boxes of 12 muffins does she package? So if she's taking all of the muffins, 865, and she's putting them into equal groups of 12. So I'm going to think of my multiples of 12. I'm going to start with maybe a 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 1 plus 1. Got me super close. I have 2 left. I'm going to bring down my next digit. 12 goes into 25 2 times. That would be 24. It says, how many boxes of 12 does she package? She packs 72 full boxes. Now, she does have some left over, but it's asking how many boxes of 12. So we're going to use our whole 72. Ricardo uses 1 centimeter cubes to build a tower. Write an expression for the volume of the tower. So we know volume is length, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, times width, looks like 1, 2, 3, times height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equals, if we do 5 times 3 times 8, I know 5 times 3 is 15, so I need to do 15 times 8. And I will get 120 cubic centimeters. And that is the end of our lesson. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and hope you did well. If you have any questions, please make sure to bring them to class next time we meet, and I will see you later. Thanks.